I was, in fact, Dr. Shailesh, I was speaking to you before the event where I said, one of the biggest reasons why I started AI Made Simple, and it's a personal mission of mine, right, is that, a couple of my friends who had taken some very expensive online courses, and see, the problem with that, they had around 8 to 10, 12 years or maybe 8 to 15 years of experience in a domain,
Yes.
right? And
Yes.
they went back to learn Python.
Mm.
Uh, and that is where it can, because I have gone through the journey of this top-down approach, right? Where I had a
Mm.
problem, and as you said, right, made a car, then figured out how to make the car better, 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 and better.
Yes.
But a lot of these, and I felt very, very bad for them, because I felt they will never, they don't want to become a data scientist for that matter. It's just that
Yes.
they
Yes.
thought
Yes.
that by doing this course, maybe we will get some, we'll get a great job or we'll get a
Uh,
great future.
yes.
As you said in the Alice in Wonderland, if you don't have a direction, you end up anywhere.
Yes.
If you could kind of help people understand that what people, the background who have a domain, like, very good domain knowledge should enter or start looking at this field. And more so that this is a journey,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
It's not a race.
Yes.
AI is
Yes.
a journey.
Yes.
When you said today, even you are AI as a student, you are still a student, right? To AI.
Yes.
If you could just highlight that, because that is one thing which everyone wants to hear, that which online course should I take or how should I get
Mm.
started for that matter?
Mm. Mm. No, I think the most important part in an AI journey is the domain knowledge itself. It starts with domain knowledge, not even with data, not
Right.
Python definitely, but domain knowledge. And if you already have domain knowledge, so I draw in my classes at ISB, I talk about a triangle where you need three kinds of skills to be a full stack data scientist. So one is obviously domain knowledge. Unless you have that, you don't know where to apply it, right? So domain knowledge is very important.
Right.
Second is your compute thinking, right? If you want to write a program, try a new algorithm, build a complex algorithm where each one is a machine learning algorithm and all that, you need some coding skills and you need some mathematical and statistical things. If you have all three, you are a full stack data scientist,
Right.
right? Now, nobody has all three given. Nobody can ever have all three. So even if I go to, when I joined Geo, and I said, okay, I'm going to do AI in telecom, and I have no idea what telecom is. I have been spending months and months together sitting with our experts in telecom, trying to understand telecom. And they help me understand the nuances of the domain every day. They say, this is how an RF signal is, this is how phone calls get connected. It has nothing to do with AI, but they are explaining to me patiently and helping me understand what the domain is. And then I will be able to do something in AI with the data that they collect on that domain. I'm building something, let's say, called an AI doctor. Again,
Right.
doctor is not a domain I have. So what I do, I talk to some brilliant doctors and say, Bhaiya, tell me, how do you make decisions about diagnosing a disease? How do you decide how to ask the next question given what you know? So I want to understand their thought process and see how I can convert that into a reasoning system, right?
Right.
So this ability is, I think, the most important ability we need to develop.
Right.
Now we are a bridge. So people like us who try to not do hands-on AI and who are not domain experts, we are the bridge. And I think most of the people in your audience are should think of themselves as a bridge. What does a bridge do? It doesn't understand either, it understands one side very well and it tries to build a understanding of the other side little bit, not
Right.
completely. So
Right.
what you need to do is you say, okay, if I am a medical expert, I know how healthcare works. What I need to do is I need a little bit of knowledge of the AI APIs in healthcare. So I
Right.
need to know how X-ray to something happens, retina to something happens, whatever. And I already know my thought process, which is a more complex part. How do I do reasoning and diagnosis? And if I know what I do as a domain expert, and if I know what is possible in terms of AI APIs, I can connect the dots. कि
Right.
यहाँ पे clustering करो, यहाँ पे ये करो, वहाँ पे वो करो. I don't need to know how to do the clustering. Like a cook or a chef is going to tell the junior guy कि you need to fry this up to this temperature, and he doesn't have to do it himself, but he needs to know that frying is a possibility in
Right.
cooking. Same thing, we need to know what are the possible APIs available to us. And
Right.
once you have a fair understanding of that, then you can talk in that level of language. Like for example, if I want to learn Java, I don't want to start with what is assembly line coding
right,
and machine level coding. I can learn Java at a certain level of abstraction,
right,
right? If I want to learn like distributed computing, parallel computing, I don't need to learn, something below that. So there is always a level of abstraction that is right for you,
right,
and that is what you need to pick up on. And that understanding is missing, because
right.
when you search on Google courses in AI, you get 10,000 links and you don't know
Oh,
where to start, right?
right, right,
And everybody starts at, okay, this is regression and here is the gory math, and then you give up, right? Because
right,
that is not meant for you. That is meant for the junior guy who is just going to become a hands-on modeler for you
right,
eventually, right?
right,
You need to understand the APIs that are available, and unfortunately nobody talks about that. So what I would do is I would go to Google, Facebook, and Amazon, and Microsoft and IBM, and I will look at the APIs that they are supporting,
right, right,
and you make a list of all the APIs. You don't need to know how they do it. You need to
right,
know this is the APIs that are available, right?
right,
That is one thing. Second is that is the supply. This is what is possible.
right,
Obviously, this is not an exhaustive list. There's just 1% of that list. But now imagine that you are a domain expert. You can think, oh, you know what? Two doctors never agree on a diagnosis. Diagnosis is a big problem, right?
right,
Can machines do it better? Or two ophthalmologists cannot agree on a something, or two radiologists never agree on this thing. So humans are still struggling with their own interpretation of the data. Can machines do it better? And then you go and search for, can AI do this better or that better? So you are coming purely from domain side and trying to understand what AI can do in this area. Is it ready or is it not ready to take on these kind of APIs yet? So then you have a picture of your catalog. These are the 200 APIs that
right,
are available. Now I need to solve, healthcare or transportation or environment or fintech or banking, whatever you want to do. You do a bridge, you do a mapping between this and that. So we are like a matchmaker, if you will, which is converting business problems into a language in terms of those APIs, right?
right,
And say if you do clustering of my customer segment and then optimize the right offers to each one, we are going to have a higher ROI on our marketing budget. So if you
right,
can say that, break down your business problem like that, and you are aware that certain APIs are available, and you draw the block diagram, that's where your job starts. It's like a formulation, right? You break down
right,
the top level thing into the next level thing. So once you do that, then the lower level people will take up and build your dish for you.
right,
You have to just organize the recipe and give the recipe that this is what you need to build. They can do it every day for every customer again and again. What
right,
is that recipe? You have to figure out for the problem statement you are working on,
right,
right? So for that, you don't need to know how to fry. You just need to know that frying is possible, and
right,
this is what it does, right?
right. So in that case, like and you have used some critical words here, which are like I can say probably eureka moment for me, where you said that we are a bridge, right? At times we are not able to define ourselves, and that is why we want a name to ourselves, right? Either I'm an engineer, or I'm a manager, or I'm a senior manager, or I'm a data scientist, right? But when you say we are a bridge, right? I think it's very important to understand what that bridge means.
Yeah.